The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to Weekly Trading Recap. Today is 5th of February 2018. We will go through Forex, equities, and commodity setups. And have in mind that previous week was very good. We had a lot of pips on table, and I hope that we will have more pips today. So we will, of course, first start with a risk disclaimer. Then, when we finish with risk disclaimer, we will go with past week results. When we finish with past week results, as always, we will go through this week's setup. So again, this is Nenad speaking, and have in mind that CFD and Forex are leveraged products and can result in losses that exceed your deposits. So please have in mind that everything you see here is my personal opinion only and my personal trading setups. This video is not part of the .co.uk website, but the globalnews.com website. And go and read the full risk disclosure on this web address. Why do we trade with other markets? Excellent index offerings, order sizes, easy withdrawal, great account safety, excellent leverage options, and of course, best platforms, including the MT5 and MT5 Supreme Edition. This is me, and it's always like that. Patience is the key to trading success. Okay, always be patient and wait for the setup to come to you. Rules and setups. Give price a breathing room. So we enter in the zone, POC zone. Zone is usually within 15 pips of the predicted level. It's in agreement with your system. It's called POC or buffer zone. Scaling it is optional. You do your own trade and money management. For commodities, equities, and of course, volatile pairs, watch the zone around the level. It does not need to be that precise, but always try to watch the zone around the level. Some indices use big stop losses. Respect your stop loss, add a spread to your stop loss, and even if you trade by ECN, always add 2 to 5 pips depending on pair traded. Okay? Always take one position per listed pair, so it's either positional or alternative trade, whichever hits first. Positional trades are trend trades, alternative trades are counter trend trades. Breakout trades and scalp trade levels can be traded independently of any position. Okay, and have in mind that for Forex and equities, try to protect your profits, guys. It's very important that you protect your profits because price is volatile and sometimes you will not get another opportunity to make money if you're stopped out. So try to protect your profits. I usually do it after 20 pips, and I recommend around 20 pips, but not less, guys. So these setups that I post here are valid for today, tomorrow, and sometimes the day after tomorrow. But sometimes also we can trade during Wednesday morning because on Wednesday morning we have our standard, it's called Wednesday live trading session for all of you who don't know. So try to actually go with a flow. Until Wednesday morning, these setups are valid. Okay, now add these levels to your system. Pay attention to trends so you might find other trend-based entries. And the term pips pool, it is the maximum available number of pips you could have made on recap entry. So when I post pips, and you see a lot of pips here, it's the pip pool. So it's the maximum available number of pips you could have made. Okay, it doesn't mean that it was the result. Sometimes I take 20 pips, sometimes I take 50 pips. It depends, guys. Yeah. Rex is saying, yeah, you need a haircut. Well, my haircut is always the same. It's always cut short, and yeah, it's that is how I like to have it. My haircut. Yeah, I don't change haircut that often. Yeah, okay, so results, guys. 29th of January 2018. These are results. Julian is asking, when are you going to come to Romania? Well, Julian, go to your Romanian office, Admiral Markets, find Admiral Market Chief Office representative, and ask him when will Nenad come to Romania. I will gladly come, guys, and have a seminar with you. It's pretty close to me where I'm here now. So yeah, just go to the office and ask your representative, the chief of the office, and yeah, we can make some agreement. I hope. Would like to come? Why not? Bucharest, yeah. Christian is saying we are waiting. Yeah, guys, just go ahead and ask your personal there, and we can agree always. So let's continue with our recap. So euro dollar positional buy was good for approximately 130 pips. Pound dollar was good from in between 50 and 250. Australian dollar was a loss, minus 30 pips. Dollar yen in between 50 and 100 pips. Gold didn't qualify, and WTI all 150 fractional pips. Total pips pool anywhere from 200 to 600. Trade of the week, euro dollar or WTI. So again, these are maximum numbers. It doesn't mean, guys, I personally don't. I mean, it's very rare that I take maximum available number of pips. I usually get something in between. So I hope that you also traded as I gave you these setups. If you agree with this, guys, hope that you made money. And yeah, once more, guys, in my opinion, I received a lot of messages there, guys, to actually comment something or is on these new proposals that ESMA or European Regulative Agency actually they asked what do traders think about their proposals. I will just give you a quick idea. I send them my email. I also send them my letter, and I personally am totally against their proposals. Now I don't have the time to actually comment about this, but for retail trading, this is not good. You know that I've been always. If you want to comment, guys, if you really want to comment, go here, please. There is only 4 hours left, and they will close this. Basically, the page won't be available. You will not be able to comment anything after 4 hours. And so far, you see the results: 14,224 total replies. And when you go here to results, you will see that 98% disagree with ESMA's proposals. Of course, I personally also don't agree. You have your own opinion, guys. You can leave it there. But honestly, I don't think this is good. I have dozens of reasons why this is not a good proposal. You know how I teach you to trade. We always try to trade professionally, guys. And you know that I'm a big professional. I'm a huge professional in my business, and I think that 1 to 500 leverage is great, but you need to use it wisely. So it can help you out when you are close to being stopped out. It can help you. It can help you completely reverse the account. And I have so many proofs that 100 to 50 or 500 to 1, it doesn't matter, guys. 100 to 1 to 500 or 500 to 1 leverage is great. And feel free to make a comment, guys, here if you hadn't done it already. And I hope that they will come to their senses and basically leave the traders decide themselves what they are going to do with trades, especially because we are all grown ups, right? So we are all grown ups, We know what to do with money. And I would always say, if there are new traders who don't know what leverage is, I will teach them. I will show them how to use leverage properly. They have stop losses, so they know how to manage the risk. If they don't want to do it, you cannot make them do it by lowering the leverage. They will just put more money and everything will, it's basically, if they lose, they will continue to lose. It doesn't matter. The biggest thing here is education about the leverage, how you can use it, and how to trade successfully with the big leverage. You don't use it all the time. You just use part of it, but you have the opportunity to use low leverage, although your leverage is, let's say, 500 to 1. You can still use 20, 30 to 1 per trade. And that is what I do. But I have the option when I trade on smaller accounts to get out, and I quadruple smaller accounts by using big leverage. And I like it personally. So this is 4 more hours, guys. So if you feel you can add something, then do it, guys. Okay, so let's get back to our webinar. So these are the results. And here, guys, euro dollar, you see what happened with euro dollar. Positional buy was 23.15. 22.85 was basically a stop loss, and TP was 24.60. So what happened was buy position was almost missed, but it's like 2 or 3 pips, because the zone is 23 30 20 300 22 85, and this was basically what happened. It was very close, but you see euro dollar rejected. Ilya is asking, is this a repetition? Is this of the last week? Yes, this is. I'm covering previous week results. Indeed, Ilya. So these are previous week results. Yeah, correctly. GBP dollar. GBP dollar was in uptrend. We had a buy position around 40.30. So if you entered here, guys, you would have made 50 pips. Straight, right? Straight 50 pips. And if you waited, or if you basically included 2 to 5 pips, maybe some spread, then you would have been, maybe you would have also caught this move. You would have probably caught this move. But yet again, let's say we made 50 straight pips. But basically, this happened as I predicted here. GBP dollar was really in a huge uptrend. Australian dollar was a loss. Straight after our webinar, we got into entry position, and then the price went up a little bit. I need to say it went up a little bit, but it was not enough. It was only maybe 15 pips, and then it dropped. Dollar yen. This was a very good position because it was a counter trend buy. Now we got 50 straight pips straight to the target price. But as I say, if you actually, well, maybe you left it running, so you would have made even more pips than suggested TP, because the price rejected by a huge extent from the POC zone, and you see it overshot my target. It went almost 200 pips in profit. Roberto is saying that he was stopped out. You should have been stopped out, Roberto, because if you entered here, okay, you would have made nice pips here. You see, my stop loss was, so you could have maybe even entered here, and then you see what happened. So if you entered here, well, you could have basically, yeah, you could have made something out of it. Ilya was saying that he forgot my setup, but then entered manually, and well, you made nice profits, Ilya. That's good. And WTI, guys. WTI, okay, good trend, uptrend, 42.30. This was the entry. The price didn't hit stop loss. It actually went high, 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 straight away to the target price, even to 65, even to 66.36, and then it dropped. So basically, you would have made nice pips also on WTI. So guys, I see still people coming. So once more, before I show you today's setups, once more, guys, if you really feel that this leverage thing is not a good, or you think this is a good thing, have your say on leverage, reply to ESMA. And again, my personal opinion only as a trader is that this is completely wrong. Okay. And of course, results so far actually say it. So, yes, if you agree with me, then you can comment, of course. Okay, guys, so let's move on with our Ilya is saying ESMA has nothing to dictate in Switzerland or 2019 in UK. I mean, you know, it won't be good thing to actually they Ilya is saying if they forbid in European Union, guys, they won't. Ilya, yes, I mean they won't forbid it. They just want to raise the leverage, the margin. They want to drop the leverage and thus raise the margin. But I really wouldn't like that to happen. And of course, 1 to 500, Ilya, that's the correct thing to do, indeed. Yes, I agree with you. Let's see what will happen. The final result will be known by March, and I strongly disagree with this. I'm totally disagree with leverage thing. It's a good thing to have standardized risk disclaimer. I support it. I also support negative balance protection, and other markets have it. Negative balance protection. We always have risk disclaimers. I always explain to traders what leverage is, how to use leverage wisely. But their proposal, in my opinion, my personal opinion only, this is nonsense, total nonsense. And I hope that they will not go through with this. So make your stand, guys, fight for your rights, spread the word, just go and your reply. I already did, and I also sent them a big letter explaining why it's so bad. And also my big friend Gary, who is trading, who is a full-time trader, and he trades also with equities from Australia. He was laughing at this, and he knows a lot about these things because he worked in risk compliance and in the big banks, so he knows what these things are, and this is, he said, this is plain nonsense. So yeah. Okay, guys, so let's get back. I mean, we all know, what this is, so just try to comment on it, please. And I think it's good that many traders gave them their opinions. So this is euro dollar. So we are going now through this week's setups. We have a euro dollar here. It's ranging. We can probably try to take a positional buy trade. I would still wait for euro dollar, but it has a potential for a positional buy trade around 23.90 with a stop loss 23.50, TP 25.05. But also, guys, there could be a sell at this point. To me, this is not so good actually to sell it now. I know a lot of actually traders want to sell it because euro dollar is dropping, but for a sell you need actually to wait a little bit. I did the analysis today on euro dollar, and straight after my analysis it actually went up. So straight after my analysis here, euro dollar went from 24.55, it went to 24.72.75, and then it suddenly dropped. Okay, then it suddenly dropped. It went straight here to the POC zone and then dropped below. But if you take a look at this chart, this is euro dollar 1 hour chart, and now we will move on to euro dollar. Let me show you, just give me a few seconds. I will show you euro dollar. Yeah, okay, just give me a few seconds, guys. I will actually open the MT5 platform. I have it all there. So yeah, here, and euro dollar. So you see here, guys, it's basically we are having still an uptrend on 4-hour time frame, and only if the price, I mean, if it breaks 24.00, it could hit stop loss. It's not ideal trading opportunity, as I say, because you see, it's like the price is dropping, and if it breaks this monthly Camarilla 24.00, it could actually further drop. And the last line on the fence is 23.50. It's weekly L4, monthly L1. If we go to 1-hour time frame, you see now it's struggling to reject and to break below weekly L3. So I personally think that if the price continues to reject this weekly L3, and you know, guys, how Camarillas are strong. I always say weekly L3 and weekly H3 are, it's usually tested during the beginning of the week, during Monday. And you see here, if it starts to reject here, it could break this mini trend line and this daily L3 and go straight up. So I'm still not very sure what to do with euro dollar. We had a nice buy just after I posted the analysis. It went up, but then it dropped heavily. Not heavily, but it dropped. So you see, there is still like a trend line here and a double bottom, and both 1-hour closes, 3 closes above weekly L3. But as I say, if it gets there, you still have manual, and this is manually drawn levels of support, and it could reject again from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottom here. But also it can go down. So you see, it's the risk. If you're willing to take the risk, then okay. But it's not ideal. I need to admit. Euro dollar is not ideal now. GBP dollar, downtrend, guys. Sell 40.70. Stop 41.05. TP 39.57. Alternative buy 39.50. Stop 39.10. TP 40.25. So now, if you take a look here, guys, 40.70. Why 40.70? Let's switch on to my Camarillas. You see here a big confluence, weekly H1, daily H3, and if it starts to pull back, this is downtrend, it will make 100 and sorry, guys, I didn't no, it's actually here, daily L3. I'm watching, and I know this would have been a big pullback, so this is enough. 60 pips of a pullback. 64 pips. Daily L3 retest because you have previous low here. And also you have a big order block. So order block, previous top, previous bottom, previous bottom, daily L3. And if you pull Fibonacci, you see? Straight at 50. So I would say 40.70 is a good sell. So if it doesn't make a new low, 40.70 could be a good sell. And then, well, it could proceed further down. 39.50 could be a buy trade also. I think this is a good level to sell, to buy, sorry, 39.50. But of course, we also need to wait for a drop before we actually go into a buy mode. It's weekly L4, WL5, and you see there was buying here in the past. Breakout, retest, continuation. Breakout, retest, continuation. So watch for it, guys. There could be some nice trading opportunities. 40.70 here, sell, and 40 and 39.50 is a buy. Let's go with more setups. Australian dollar, 79.75 possible sell. Stop 80.10, TP 78.65. Australian dollar, I mean, this is a big target, but Australian dollar is not that fast mover. But still, guys, watch this chart. Yeah, finally, I have my indicators here on the MT5. Camarilla, my personal Camarilla, and ECS, MACD, my MACD, yes. So, Australian dollar, guys. Australian dollar is 79.75, 78.65, okay? 79.75 is here. Watch this. A lot of confluence here, guys. A lot of, watch this, triple top. And order block, daily H3, EMA 89. And if we get into retracement, it could get up and then it could drop. So yeah, wait for that. Let's see what will happen. But there could be a nice opportunity to actually go short from here. And for buy trades, guys, 78.65. Somewhere in between these levels. If we go to 4-hour time frame, you see, wait, here, 78.65, guys. Yeah. So this is monthly L4, weekly L3 confluence, and previous bottom. So buy here, sell there. Yes, Robert, you're right. There is rate decision Australian dollar and New Zealand. So be careful, guys, regarding Australian dollar. I always need to say that just because of interest rate decision, be careful. It's very important, guys, that you carefully take. If you want to trade, you should really do it with very low leverage. But it might happen indeed. It can actually make a nice swing there and then reject. At least if you try to go with these levels, I think that you can scalp. I think that you can try to scalp. It could be okay if you want to scalp. Okay. Yes, Ilya, I know. Ilya is totally right. He's saying that Aussie is groundhog, often very slow, but sometimes also fast. It's fast, Ilya, when there is some, as I say, rate announcement or some important news regarding Australian dollar, then it's a fast one. But usually guys, it's a slow moving pair indeed. Actually, it's slow moving market. But yet again, it can create some nice movement after the news or during the news. Yulian is asking, Nenad, do you have an email address? Yes, of course. I have an email address, tarantulalfx@gmail.com. So this is my email. Next question. No, sorry. Next pair. Euro yen. I'm in this euro yen now. I have some trades. I have some trades running, but I'm not sure how long I will keep it because it's already end of day. But yes, guys, I have them running. But either way, I can tell you the trades where I'm currently in, but this is a end of day trade. It's not like a setup that can last for 2 days that I usually post. It's end of day trade. So I already traded. I always say I already traded today, and I made some nice pips today on dollar yen. And here, basically, this is what I have here. Euro yen. Actually, it's 15-minute trade setup. Sell positions. I can keep this, and I will keep it until it breaks this level. But it's not a setup that will last for too long. So this is currently a sort of scalp swing trade. A scalp swing trade indeed. And the trade that is actually positional trade, it's euro yen. This is euro yen positional. 137.50, 137.90, and TP is 135.85. And this is 135.85, 135.50, and 137.50. This is TP. So if you go with a sell trade, then this is a little bit more of a swing trade, right? You need to actually wait for a retracement. So I'm willing to make two positions. I have positions now, but as I say, I can also wait and make another sell if I need to. It's not a problem. If I lose this trade, I will wait for another setup. But this is indeed a setup that is a swing positional trade, and that setup can come in around 137.50. Let me just show you. So if I'm stopped out on these trades, 137.50 is a level to sell because this is a top, and I expect this level to hold at least for the first rejection. I always say first rejections are most profitable. So from here I would sell again if it happens. So for me to be stopped out, this level needs to break, and then I would wait for another sell. But I will sell it. I'm not buying this now. It still has room to support. Don't know if the support will happen, but it has a room till next support that is here, and even below it. But as I say, it's the end of day, so there could be profit taking. But I'm only risking money that I made today with dollar yen, so it's okay. I'm not saying that you should take this trade. I mean, if you want, you can do it. This was a setup, indeed. But I will definitely, even if I take profit here, I don't know, if it drops and I take profit, I will go with a new sell around 137.50. And yeah, 135.85 is a buy position. But from intraday positioning, I don't see, even if it drops, I don't see that it will go further than 135.90 from intraday positioning. Even if it breaks WL3 135.90 is the last possible level, and then we could see some spike, but it should go to at least WL3 if it wants to go down. Gold. There, wait, Christian is asking. Okay, just Christian is asking Euro yen in 15-minute time frame, inverted head and shoulders divergence. There is some divergence indeed. 15-minute time frame. This is actually W, but you see it's still being rejected. It actually needs to break this double bottom to proceed further down. It's being rejected now. I'm in a trade, but as I say, it needs to break this, call it a trend line here for further down, and then there is support, final target 135.90 for the day, but it could reject. If it drops there, I would protect my profit here by moving stop loss in profit, as I always do. Gold is in downtrend. 1339 sell, stop 1345, TP 1326. Alternative buy 1326, stop 1320 and TP 1339. Sell position 1339. I will open it right now. Gold. Here. 1339, guys. WH3 weekly H3 confluence. This is a strong confluence if you watch Camarillas. This is a strong confluence here. Okay, and I think that the price could reject if it gets there. There is some sort of inverted head and shoulders here, but it could be a fake, because if this trend line breaks X cross here, it could drop even further towards weekly L3. This is the level to go long. Weekly L3, daily L3, 1326, guys, watch this confluence here. Strong, also buyers here, historical buyers. Now moment could actually also show here. So a break of this trend line aims for this level could reject the price upward. And optional, as always, we have an optional. Set up WTI, positional buy 40, 64, 30, stop 62.90, TP 66.60, positional trades, and possible sell 66.60, 67.00, stop TP 65.85. Oil, WTI market is a good market, can be very, very friendly. If you get into the move, usually it moves straight in trend. So WTI, let me open 1 hour time frame. So now basically is the time, if you want to go long, you could probably go long now. Okay. And you need actually, guys, to keep your stops. And do not risk much, because it's end of day, guys. Usually when you trade during the end of day, you need to slightly drop the risk. Or if you have a standard risk per trade, let's say 0.5% or 1%, then you go with that risk. You don't raise the risk during end of day trading. It's very important for you to know, because it's the end of day. The price, there is a lot of profit taking happening now. So WTI is in the buy zone, while we don't go for a sell now, but it could actually, if it rejects, it could go to 66.60. Here. And from this spot, I think it could reject. Pound yen. Pound yen dropped a lot, but we also have a trend line here, and it's at support. WL5, this is support, guys. This is also here, you see, weekly L3, so now it's at support. If it continues to drop, then it needs to break this trend line here. Otherwise, it could spike because it's at support now. I would sell it here if it gets there. DEX 30. What about DEX 30? Okay, I had the discussion with my friend Gary today about DEX 30. He is very, very heavily into DEX trading. And basically, he said it was bearish. And yes, it is bearish all the day. So you see, it's still, it will probably go down. It already dropped to WL3. Now, next break of WL3 should actually give a momentum to the downside. Yes, I mean, DEX is very, very bearish. But if it spikes, guys, here, I think that you could sell it, either from this spot on this spot. But otherwise, it should, I think if it proceeds with further down momentum, it will break this level and then go to weekly L4. So watch for that. It's very bearish. But it's already rejecting here, so it really needs to go above weekly H1 for a continuation to the upside. Otherwise, it should drop even below and then test. But you see how these Camarillas are powerful. The first rejection here was very, very useful. It's always like that. I mean, it's usually like that. WL3, when it's hit, you go long. WH3, when it's hit, you go short. But you need to ensure that it's the first rejection, usually during the week. And it happens usually on Mondays. So that would be it, basically. So guys, if you have any other questions, we still have time to cover a few more questions. So for all of you who like these Camarillas, WH3 during Mondays, each Monday, price opens in between. Usually it opens in between weekly H3 and weekly L3. The first retest of weekly L3, the price goes up. The first test of weekly H3, the price goes down. So watch for that. Zoran is asking, what about the BTC USD CFDs? Yes, BTC USD. Let me see. Well, Bitcoin, guys, now, okay. Do you remember when everyone laughed at me a couple of months ago when I said that Bitcoin is a bubble? Now, just tell me, guys, do you remember your old good Nenad telling you that you need to be careful with Bitcoin because it's a bubble? Just tell me that you remember, because I was mentioning 100 times there, and people laughed when I said it will drop. Do you remember how many people actually attacked me on the Twitter when I said, guys, this Bitcoin is a pure speculation. You need to try to trade it short, not long, because it's the nature of economics, guys. I'm an economist. I have a master's in economy, and the first thing that I was being taught on my university was buying low, selling high. When I said that Bitcoin will burst like a bubble, it was already above 12, 15, and it went to 20K. Now, guys, do you really think that Bitcoin should have the value that is higher than gold? I mean, really, a speculative currency should have a value higher than gold. I mean, it was just the matter of time when it will burst, guys. And what happened? What did Tarantula told you? What did I tell you, guys? Watch this bubble here. It dropped. Now, there, I would say this is support here. You need to watch daily, Zoran. Daily now is in play. Daily support. Wait, I need really to. Watch this. Monthly L4. If it drops here, there could be some buying. And if it drops more, guys, get ready to see 1260. Get ready to see it if it happens. So again, guys, you really need to be very, very careful. Even 4-hour time frame here. Everything is bearish. Everything is bearish. One-hour time frame. Watch this. It's at support now, but it can also drop because it looks like it's really going down. So yes, this is very, very bearish, guys. What can I tell you? Zoran, I hope that you don't have a buy position or something, although it already rejected from this level, so it could be a buy. But you see now what happened. It still has the potential to go further down. Be careful, please. Mohammed, yes, you're right. I mean, a lot of people bought at 15K. I mean, who I would never, and my friend from US called me. Yes, Zoran is saying he has a sell. Excellent. And there is a potential for further down, Zoran. It's at support now, but if it breaks it, it will go down. So my friend from US called me and asked me, and he said, Nenad, I am only buying Bitcoin. You should buy, you should join. And I said, okay, I am too long into this business to know that I will not buy the price when it's high. It doesn't matter. It can be called Bitcoin. It can be called whatever you want to call it. I am not buying high. My principle is to buy low. Why would I buy high? And watch it now. Well, it happens, guys. I hope that you are not. Now it's time to sell on rallies. Okay, and this is it. I will go through slides again. Then we can call it a day. Euro dollar ranging. And you have this possible buys. It's already going up, but it could reject again. So watch for that. Julian is saying that he had a Bitcoin when it was at $3. It's great, Julian. Then I hope that you made good money, that you sold all of your Bitcoins when the price was high, actually. This is GBP dollar. This is Australian dollar. This is Euro yen. And this is gold. And finally, guys, WTI. So I hope that we will get something out of it as always. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for your comments and questions. And as always, I will be with you soon. Cheers, guys. As always, trade safe.